supposed to stop at 5.
Don't give me shit.
What the fuck happened?
5 was fucking racetrack status.
Oh, I forgot. You're
Spinning
in the Polaris.
like it may have been 1 lap, but spinning the tires, it put about 10 miles on it.
About 100 miles.
Welcome back on trails. So we're riding right now, Black River Falls trails. We're in Wisconsin, and I just hit 600 miles. So we're doing a 600-mile review. That's right, guys. I stopped for you guys. All right, so let's see here. The machine has been running great. I had a couple misfires because I had a dirty filter, so get your filters clean. The tires, I mean, when I got stuck, it was serious stuck. I mean, it didn't matter what kind of tires you really had. These tires are doing great. They ride smooth. I did have to let a little bit of air out of them because they were overpressurized. I already have a new belt on this. You guys see another video how I changed the belt. This style windshield, I seem to ride with it more up than anything else because as soon as mud gets on it, you know, you don't have a windshield wiper, so you might want to go with the glass one. But this machine, I'll tell you what, when you're riding, like you didn't buy this machine to ride slow. So when you're riding, you're flinging mud all the way out there and then driving into it, and that's how mud is getting onto your windshield. These fender flares, they're doing good. Do they stop everything? No, but they do. I no longer have mud landing in my lap. My winch failed me. It's a 10,000-pound winch.
What happened?
We used it twice. I got stuck in the sand. If you're in the sand, guys, be in 4-wheel drive. If you're in beach sand, just be in 4-wheel drive. But I got stuck.
You weren't in just sand, though.
The winch just failed me. The dealership is going to look at it next week if they can get to it.
You weren't just sand, though. You were in the river, too.
I was in the river sand. The turning radius on this, I love the turning radius on it. As you can see right now, my tires are churned. I mean, look at this one. It's just opened up.
Just like your mom's legs.
Whoa.
God.
Hey.
She never stops, guys.
You know what else?
It never ends with her.
This thing's exactly at 900.
You're at 900?
Exactly. All 900.
Right. So, the other thing, I've had to adjust my door multiple times. So, what's happening is, when I first just close it, it's got a rattle to it. You got to close it like a 1976 Silverado and do it with some force, all right? Some oomph behind it. The seat belts, I've noticed that even though I'm buckled in, every now and then the seat belt light comes on, but it doesn't put the machine into you're not wearing your seatbelt mode. I'm not sure what's up about that yet. I'm gonna have the dealership look at that also. When I did the mud race, one thing I noticed at these plastics, so much mud got caked on here, it pulled the plastics out of its clip and it pulled it down. So I had to loosen up some screws on the back side of it, shove it back up, and then when that happens, if you look right here, the door is so close that these plastics are off a little bit, or if the door is not closing right, it hits it and you can't get the door fully open, and then it screws up your plastics, and it's really just bad. I mean, all in all, I have not had any regrets in buying this machine. I took about 7 inches out of the spring in the back because I just wanted to. It really, if you can look here, it only dropped it a little bit, so I'm just sagging a little bit, nothing much for ground clearance. I like how it's riding that way now. I really noticed anything other than that by doing it. It did get rid of the, I don't know, where I'm from, we call it the skunk bug look, where the ass end is all the way up in the air. So it got rid of that. Gives more of a look of sitting low. But I mean, if you guys got any questions for me, just go ahead and ask. I'll try and answer them. From my experience, I mean, 600 miles comes pretty quick on these, especially when you ride it every weekend like I do.
Just like your mom.
She's got jokes today, guys. She's got jokes. One thing I noticed is that for some reason this door now is not lined up. I don't know what happened, but the door is kicked out more than the plastic, so the line isn't sitting right. I'm not sure exactly. I just noticed it today, so I haven't even had a chance to look at it. Door still opens okay though, which is good. The other thing I noticed is getting these seats out. So after riding the sand and everything, the handle down here is made of plastic, and the clip in the back is made of plastic, and it flexes more, and it doesn't disengage the clip, the two prongs that hold it in, the two hooks. So I have to reach back behind here and pry it by hand while holding up on the handle. So that's something that I really don't like too much. It makes it a pain to try and get those out. This box right here works good. It's got a little bit of a seal on it, but it's not quite waterproof. This one up here, it keeps our stuff dry. Got a good seal, but I wish that they made this clip a little bit better. You know, you can't. It just doesn't want to. So you gotta give it a little bit of love tap. This is where I keep a lot of the keys and stuff, because this latch is really good. It's watertight, and it's just right there, so it helps that out. I don't know, guys. It gets dirty, a lot of washing. I'll prove it to you that I'm at just hit 600 miles. Found a place to stop. $605. There you go. 605 miles. We're doing the ride command. We're using ride command right now. I do like that. I haven't logged in yet or anything, so you really don't have time on a trip to do it. So set up an account, everything beforehand, before you just go out and ride. Don't have much for switches yet. Other than that, what do you think? How do you think it rides as a passenger?
Not too bad.
Not too bad?
Not even.
Rides like a Polaris.
Rides like a Polaris.
It's not too bumpy on these roads, or these trails, considering how
Washboard it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, these trails at Black River Falls, very washboardy. My ass end kicks out a little bit in two-wheel drive. I've been driving in 4 and 2, but it's not too bad. I softened up my shocks. As you guys know, I don't have the Ultimate, I have the Premium. So I softened up my shocks with the dial up there on all 4. I usually ride with them set all the way up, just for the simple fact that I like to take a hard turn around a tree, and it dips less. It dips less when they're set to the highest setting. It dips more, and you have more of a roll to the cage when it is at its lowest setting. Boots, I haven't had any problems with yet.
Yeah, he turned it on.
Oh, I definitely want to get away from these frog skins. I want to, there's a company that makes an air separator, separates the dust, particle separator. I'm going to be installing one of those.
Near future.
So that'll be a future video.
What about exhaust? You gonna do anything with the exhaust?
Belt exhaust or?
No, regular exhaust.
Regular exhaust? No.
You gonna snorkel it? Leave it.
Leave it. I'm gonna leave the exhaust. Well, actually, racing wise, I want to do a Evo exhaust.
Me and Wendy are gonna change yours.
But as far as like going deep in the water, the exhaust points down at idle. I can be bubbling with the exhaust at idle for a long period of time. The water does not run up. So you don't have to keep the RPMs up when you're sitting in water and the exhaust is under the water. The belt, I did get water in the belt, so Guys, make sure all these screws are tight around your belt housing, and my little red plug there was stripped out when I got it. I didn't notice it, so I bought a new one. Not sure exactly how the water was getting in yet, but I re-tightened up everything when I changed the belt, checked the seal, and then you know, just hoping for the best. And haven't had a chance to test it yet. No problems with starting, no problems with overheating. I usually ride about 190 degrees and 210 if I'm riding real hard for a long distance. It reminded me of something. So as I'm driving here on the trails and we're at, you know, above 190 degrees, I can feel the heat coming off the radiator. So there's a little bit of airflow up here, a little bit of airflow behind the seat coming up from the center. When you're gravel traveling, I can see like a plume of dust kind of come up and kind of circulate right here. It's not too bad, but you know, I just want to let you know that. Amber was just saying that her leg was getting a little warm. It is warm, but it's not scorching hot to where it's going to burn your legs or give you a suntan on your legs. So stereo's loud, plenty loud. I'm always turning it down after Amber turns it up. Huh?
Not me.
Not you?
Wrong bitch.
So, like I was saying, the plastics, just got to adjust those every now and then, especially if you get into the heavy mud. Gravel travel does great in the mud, does great in the sand, does great just all around with these carnivores. Ride command, doing good, keep me on trail. That's pretty much it. Like, the lights are bright enough at night. You know, I mean, I run around without high beams on, but you can definitely run with the high beams on, and it's a lot brighter, these LED lights. So definitely get yourself a roof. According to Amber, she's getting sunburned. I agree. You know, the roof would be nice, but as we all know, everything's kind of back ordered. That's basically it, guys. I mean, she's treating me good. I have no regrets in buying this machine. It is definitely a racer. I mean, when that turbo spools up, you start getting sideways if you're not in control of it. If you're just, you know, wanting to putt around and not really go fast and not really do tight turns and everything, you know, get yourself something else. Get yourself not as powerful. This is 1000cc, 181 horsepower. That turbo kicks in, it bucks. So guys, I appreciate you guys watching. I hope this helps you decide on what machine you want to buy, what you're getting yourself into. Maybe we'll do another review at 1,000 miles, or maybe we just might wait till something breaks and then just do a review then. But I hope you guys have been enjoying the channel. I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate, you know, getting more subscribers, obviously. But just knowing that you guys are watching is really, you know, it just really means something. You guys are gonna make this channel something if it ever does become something. You know, it's not just us, it's not just Shane, it's you guys. You guys are the ones that are gonna make this channel into something. So I appreciate you guys watching. You know, just keep watching, tell your friends, share the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. You know, I stopped for you guys in the middle of a trail. You know, we're in the middle of a trail review, and I hit 600 miles, and now we're doing a review on the RZR Pro. So I'm doing this all for you guys, and I appreciate you guys subscribing again. I can't thank you guys enough. But ride safe and take care, guys.